Okay. I feel like I'm getting revenge on this game. This is one of those games. I was so excited to play this game originally. I've only touched it once myself. I've seen it played in speedruns, and I've watched a walkthrough before. I've seen the clips. You know, I know what happens, but I've never sat down and played it front to back myself. And I definitely haven't done it 100% with the intention of getting 100%. So this is like a big deal. But I feel like I'm gonna get revenge on this game because I went in, I almost died on the first cycle, the first 3 days. I almost failed right there. I couldn't, because I don't know, it was kicking my butt. I just couldn't figure anything out. I was a little baby boobop. Ocarina of Time gives you a lot of direction. Majora's Mask doesn't. Majora's Mask is very much open. Now granted, I'm going to be using a guide because honestly, that's just my... Here's the thing, right? People will tell you, oh, well, that's not... Are you really experiencing the game? You experience a game, you experience any form of media in whatever way you feel comfortable with. But whatever way helps you vibe, you know, you do your thing. I have been enjoying recording stuff. A lot of people wouldn't enjoy playing something for the first time while recording it. I also, if I'm going into something with the intention of doing 100%, I want to use a guide. In some things. In some cases, if it's a Mario game, right? Mario games, I don't use guides. I figure that stuff out on my own. Because that's just, it's my vibe. It's just the way, it's just the way I can vibe with the game, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna be using a guide for this because I want to get everything. I don't want to miss anything, and I want to be able to get. I want to get stuff. I want to get stuff when it becomes available. You know, this game, Zelda games aren't like RPGs, but like in a lot of classic RPGs, there are a lot of things that you would never think to go back and do or go back and see. And that's where guides are actually like really handy. Like if your intention is to see every like inch of a game, then a guide can be handy for doing that. You know, the correction, Super Mario Sunshine, I always look at guides for 100 coins and blue coins. But those are so random. I think I could get a lot of blue coins now, but I would definitely miss some. And when you miss blue coins in Super Mario Sunshine, it's like, where do you even start, you know? Yeah, I didn't notice before, these games have like little info. Taking full advantage of gaming in 3 dimensions, an innovative new Zelda exploded on the scene in 1998, featuring gorgeous cinematics, hordes of hostile enemies, a revolutionary targeting system, and the freedom of traveling on horseback. Ocarina of Time left all who played it amazed and impressed. True, still true. I was left even now, modern day, 2022. But this is interesting. While it was a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask was clearly a Zelda of a different color, as Link wandered into a 3-day journey in a mysterious parallel world. Set in a town that would be crushed by the moon in 3 days, the story unfolded around masks that transformed their wearers.
Look!
Oh.
Watch out! Watch out!
What? I did...
Hello! Listen!
Nabi?
Hello! Hey! Listen! Hello!
It's so wonderful.
Listen.
Holy crud. Now, this could be some risky business. Another thing, I remember this game crashing on me. This version of the game crashing on me. I don't know if it's special just to the collector's edition, or if I just have specifically a bad copy of it. But it only did that when I did something specific. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be saving all the time. Eventually, at some point, this thing might just dip out on me entirely. If that happens, I'm going to have to make up whatever progress I lose on my own time, and then start recording again from that point. Which, that's obviously worst case scenario. That would be terrible. That would be really, really bad. But we're gonna see. I would like to play this version of it. I would like to play it with this setup that I have. I like the setup that I have going on now. I think it's good for recording. I like being able to use a GameCube controller, so we'll see. But, okay, that's enough introductions. Okay, Majora's Mask. I'm coming. I'm back. It's been literally a decade. Longer than a decade, I think. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm an old freaking man. Here we go. Well, that's not great. Guess we can do save data here. What a start. Do save data here, right? Nintendo GameCube. What are you looking at? It's cool that you can actually manage the data on Nintendo GameCube. This is slot A. How was slot B? Oh my gosh, way more stuff. Can we just change slot A? Mario Party 4? Do I even have Mario Party 4? Do I need Mario Sunshine? No, not really. Okay, well, what definitely... I don't even have this, so... let's erase that. I feel like I have Mario Sunshine on literally everything ever, so I can get rid of that. Yeah, erase. Yes. I need 21 blocks. It said I needed 21 blocks for... which is kind of crazy. Anything bigger? Anything more substantial? Ooh, there it is. Yeah, okay, erase that. Don't worry, Paper Mario. I'll play you again, Paper Mario. Don't even worry about it, man. There we go. Okay. Should be good. Okay. Let's try that again. Second verse, same as the first. Now, this is actually perfect timing. I do like this. I may notice slight sound irregularity when playing. Ooh. Would you like to create a file? Yes, I would. I didn't manage to start this on October 1st, but still, beginning of October, and I'm starting Majora's Mask. I would say perfect timing. Because this game is a horror game. Hey, I saw our first art piece. Yeah, I have a guide up. Looks to be a good one. If the other ones on the site for the other games are as good as this one seems to be, I'll probably just keep using. Oh, look at Link's floppy little feet. It's a really happy, fun time. This is great. I don't think there's any denying that Majora's Mask at least has a lot of horror elements to it. A lot of Zelda games do, but Majora's Mask is the closest thing to what I'd say you could consider a horror Zelda game. Everything from the theming, to the looks, to the design of things, to, again, just the themes, like what you're doing, the circumstances you're placed under, the threat being existential. I do love this song, though. Short-lived as it is. What a... And then it just starts... Oh. Oh, the intro plays over. Oh, I guess Ocarina of Time did that too. This intro is just very different. Look at those eyes. Yeah. If you couldn't tell, game's different. Oh, interesting. The background is a little less... In the other game, it was like very dark blue. In this one, it's kind of like an open sky, but like a sunset. That's interesting. To change my screen a little bit, it was very dark. Yeah, interesting thing. I guess things to note, just because, I mean, the intros were going to be hit with a lot of cutscenes and stuff at the very beginning. I won't need to worry about picking anything up for a little while now. I think this whole first part, I'll just be going through, just off the cuff. This is a very interesting game. This is one of the most interesting games. This is the game that I think really has people... The game is the reason why people are especially excited for Tears of the Kingdom, the sequel to Breath of the Wild, because this is what happens. This is the only example we have of what a sequel to a Zelda game looks like. There's Phantom Hourglass, and there's Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. Less so Spirit Tracks, more so Phantom Hourglass. Phantom Hourglass is a sequel, but it feels like a large departure because it was on a different system with a different play style, different design philosophy, designed more like the 2D games, right? This game is this one is literally built off of the bones of Ocarina of Time. From what I understand, they took Ocarina of Time. They said, okay, we need another Zelda game. They took the Ocarina of Time engine, all the assets, all that kind of stuff, and they just repurposed everything. And they did it quickly. I think the development time was literally not even... I don't know if it was even multiple years. I don't even know if it was one full year. It was a very short, like, hectic development cycle to make this game. And I think everything about this game, you can feel that in its bones. In the way everything looks, the way the characters you meet, what they're going through, what they're thinking, the way things look. There's a crustier sort of look to a lot. Like there's like new enemies, and they have like a crust to the design and stuff like that. The way that the constant bombarding you with just new ideas, new things going on. And yet they still managed to make a game that focuses so much on puts more focus on NPCs than any Zelda game had done up to this point, I think. And even the amount of focus they put onto the individuals and how that plays into the broad, like the narrative that's being that unfolds here, and how that plays into the themes of the game as a whole. And we'll get into the themes, but my thought going into this is, if Ocarina of Time was about saying goodbye, and letting go, learning to let go, learning to accept change, Majora's Mask is about grieving that loss. It's about grieving what you're saying goodbye to and the ones you're saying goodbye to. And Majora's Mask is ultimately about moving on from that loss. Ocarina of Time is about losing. Majora's Mask is about grieving that loss. I think that's right. I really think that's at the core of those two games, especially after revisiting Ocarina of Time again. I'm super excited to see this because the amount of things I was picking up sitting down and playing Ocarina of Time again, I'm super excited to see for this game. This is the one Zelda game where I'm like, as far as me playing through it goes, me myself playing, blind. I am blind. I've never done any of the things in this game before. I finished like the first temple and I made my way to the second one. I kept getting hung up on time though, which is also another reason I'm going to use a guide. I don't want to... The time limit thing stresses me out. And so I don't want. So I want to be able to navigate the side stuff. I want to be able to navigate everything without stressing out too much. So a little bit of guidance, I think, is gonna help me. Is gonna go a long way with my enjoyment of this. There's just no shame in that. Oh, you have. Headset surround sound. Interesting. Dolby had surround sound stuff? Oh, I didn't know you could change. Do I want to switch or do I want to hold? We'll keep it the same since we're coming right off of... Oh, then you can check brightness. Interesting. We are Link. For the purposes of these adventures, we are Link and we will always be Link. Okay. You see, we'll have a new thing to collect there, masks. So that's a thing to keep in mind. Is there anything else to think? Oh, I mean, I also just like, you're really gonna see how this game was designed. Or like how the development of this game, just in the fact that like there's so many things that seem like they were duct taped together, whether it's NPCs, reused assets, or even just the landscape, and you'll see it. But it's literally like a bunch of ideas duct taped together to create one area. And of course, there's the description said a parallel world. I don't think. That is a theory, I think, that you are in a parallel world. We'll get into that, though. To start off this adventure, for this very first part, I have another Jasmine Boba Tea. I couldn't resist. I sat down all of yesterday just editing Ocarina of Time. Finished editing all the parts, they just need to be exported. And then I made the intro to this, so I can actually start... I can start editing these parts together too. But okay, here we go. Oh, they played a little sound effect. After everything is said and done, Link can't let go. And that breaks my heart. I love how ambiguous this place is. You two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh? This guy. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, he said, huh, this guy. I think he recognizes us. So yeah, that's literally just Skull Kid. He is actually a returning character. He's not a new one. Oh my gosh, we're like out cold. Oh, buddy. What a pretty ocarina. Hey, Skull Kid, let me touch it. I want to see it. You can't, Tail. What would we do if you drop it and broke it? No way, you can't touch it. Oh, but sis, what? Why can't I try it out too? I do like you can actually, they actually added him tooting on it. Legendary hero, oh how far we have fallen. Don't take my horse too. We could get seriously injured. This is kind of hardcore. Oh, dang. Oh, we're just in it. We're just in it. Okay. Dang, what an intro. Also, in case, you know, me saying that it was a horror game, does this look like, does this look like an environment that it's just in your, like, happy, cheerful adventure game? No, sirree, I don't think so. What do we got here? Oh yeah, so interesting thing. We have the hero shield info. Oh, we have a different screen here with a bunch of stuff that we will be getting to, no doubt. Oh, it's still the Kokiri sword. It looks a little different though. That's for sure. Whoa. I feel like Link attacks faster now. Which, I mean, would make sense. Well, I mean, that would make a special sense because he had a bunch of time as an adult honing his skills. We have to remember, this is a Link that, like, this is the Link that went to the future. He may be a kid now, but this is the Link that went back to the past after saving the future, which then created an alternate timeline. I guess it would make sense that he would have a different yeah, it's slight. It says hero shield, not the Hylian shield. You must have picked it up a different one along the way. Oh dang, I feel like my backflip got. Sorry, I'm just getting a feel for how Link feels right now. It feels like everything's like a little quicker. Could be wrong. Oh. Oh, weird. Weird. I don't like that. Why are the shrubs alive? And now there's just ashes to the wind. I don't... Okay. No, that's great. No, I'm glad that happened. That didn't throw me off guard at all. Oh, look at that. Link's got flips now. I love that detail. I think they probably just did it for fun. But also, what it does establish is that this Link is like... This is a Link who's, like, he has completely honed his skills. He's been doing this for a while now. Just to really drive home the idea, this is very, like, Alice in Wonderland-esque. That's you like falling down the rabbit hole, and now you're gonna be in a place that doesn't make any sense. Oh, jeez. What's with that stupid horse of yours? It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it. Yeah, that's kind of her whole thing. She's our horse, and we're her boy. Oh, Link's like pissed. Link's legitimately pissed. This is like the most we've seen him emote ever. There's no point in writing a thing like that. So I did you a favor and got rid of it. Ah, boo-hoo, why the sad face? I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. Oh, come now. Do you really think you can beat me as a boy? Link's run animation was absolutely desperate. I will say, they go pretty hard on the animations in this one. Now that's a good look for you. You'll stay here that way forever. Whoa, Skull Kid, wait for me, I'm still here! Tail, you can't leave without me! If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother. Well, don't just sit there, Deku boy, do something. Why are you looking at me like that? What, is there something stuck in my face? You stop staring and just open the door for me? Please, come on, I'm helpless. I'm a helpless little girl. Wait, come on, a helpless little girl is asking you, so hurry up. So, gosh, I can't imagine playing, well, I mean, I can now, kind of, right? But I can't imagine going from Ocarina of Time going from Ocarina of Time. Oh my gosh, it's a giant Deku nutshell. It's weird, I just thought I turned into a mollusk for a second. I couldn't imagine, like, back when these games came out, right? I couldn't imagine going from Ocarina of Time to this game, and then becoming this. Here's the thing, the forms and the masks in general are absolutely the highlight of this game. It's one of the most interesting ideas. Whoa. We are... You know, it's very easy to see why the biggest theory for this game is that Link is dead. That this whole game is some limbo afterlife, which is why everybody looks like people you know, and why the things that are going to happen are going to happen. Why it seems to deal with loss and grief so much. We're just standing on a pool of water, and that's fine, I guess. The music is menacing right now. Look at my little scurry. Hey, wait for me. Don't leave me behind. So, that stuff back there, I apologize. So take me with you. You want to know about the skull kid who just ran off, right? I mean, I already know him. Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. Take me with you and I'll help you out. Deal? Please? Good, so that's settled. Now then, I'll be your partner, or at least until we catch up with the skull kid. My name's Tattle, so it's nice to meet you, or whatever. Now that we've got all that straightened out, can we stop messing around and get moving? If I figure something out, press up, and I'll tell it to you. Hopefully, you'll manage to get by without my help until then. That's gotta be the best freaking fourth wall break in any of these games. If I call you, press up right away. I can tell when you're not used to your Deku Scrub body yet. Alright, listen up. If you press and hold A as a Deku Scrub while standing on a Deku flower, you can dive into it. Oh no, I figured that out like first room, lady. Yeah, flying descend. Did you get that? Yeah. Are you sure? One more thing. Press A when you're on the ground to perform a spin attack. Hey Tattle, could you tell me why all the grass is alive? I would like to know that. Ooh, skipped it. Speedrunning tactics. I mean, this is already very cool, right? Because it's already so different from anything you get to do in Ocarina of Time. Like, seriously, I love how just... you're not... No wonder everybody thinks that you're just considers that Link just died in the forest back there. I mean, that forest, even in the opening cutscene, right? It obviously transitions very harshly after we catch up to the Skull Kid and get dragged around on the horse, which is brutal, by the way. I mean, Link gets absolutely dragged. By the time this opening is done, I feel like you just end up feeling so bad for him. Deku Nut. Press B while flying to drop a Deku Bomb. That's cool. Yeah, I like Deku Nuts acting differently while we're like in this form, because we are a Deku Scrub, which is super cool because Deku Scrubs are like the first enemies in the beginning of Ocarina of Time, and now instead of them being the first enemy, we just are them, which is just wild. I don't know. What you got? There you go. See? You can do it if you try. When I fly over to people or objects and use L to look at them so you can talk to them. Use L targeting to talk to people even if they're far away. Or, if there's no one to target, you can use L to look straight ahead. But enough about that for now. Come over here into this tree and check it out. It's, horrible. It's strange, but the way you look right now sort of looks like this tree. Looks all dark and gloomy, almost like it could start crying any second now. How sad. I do like how, when we're in this form, we're just sad no matter what we do. Yeah, it's absolutely awful, horrifying. The vibe in this game, here's the thing. The vibes in Ocarina of Time were oppressive, right? The vibes in this game, shambles. I love that. That transition, I mean, falling down the hole and seeing all the weird shapes and patterns, walking through that hallway and having it literally flipping upside down. You are in the upside down. You're in a wacky, you're in a world turned on its head. And this line. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. I believe this is another character that is... He is not a doppelganger. He's not a new character. I think he is also supposed to be the Happy Mask salesman that we meet and did the quest for in Ocarina of Time, if I'm not mistaken. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I found you. Now don't think me rude, but I've been following you. They've hit us with so much interesting music at the fight at the beginning of this. For I know of a way to return you to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask is that you also get back my precious mask that the imp stole from me. What? Is it not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should by no means be a difficult task. Letting on that he knows a little more than he lets on, maybe. Except, the one thing is I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage. Do you now? I've heard it's one of my best qualities. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I'm counting on you. Okay, as if we didn't have enough on our freaking plate. Well, hello, did you find that little imp? If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. Surely you should be able to find him right away. Time continues to pass even as we speak. There are only 72 hours left. Please, do not forget my precious mask. I love the music in this. Let's sit here for a second, because here's the thing. The moment we step out there, what he said is really going to take into effect. This whole game is timed. We really do only have 3 days. Now, it's not like we literally only have those 3 in-game days to complete everything. We can get more time, and we will get more time. But the crazy thing about this game is that it's one of those few games that has a time limit. All are like Pikmin 1. What other games have time limits? I know other games have time limits. Persona 4 and some of the other Persona games do work on time. They do set time limits for things. There are certain you have to meet certain requirements by certain days. I do remember that. Yeah, no, just things like there's not many games that act like that, but there are some, and they are extremely stressful. It stresses me the heck out. I like how you literally push it open. Dawn of the first day, 72 hours remain. Ah, a song we can recognize. But then it changes into something else. He gives me the creeps. That masked salesman was the... Sorry, just think out loud. But 3 days? Even if we never sleep, that still leaves us with just a measly 72 hours. I'm glad they're really breaking it down specifically how long that's going to be for you. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there. We're going to have to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what he's up to. She watches over everything. I've met the Great Fairy or a Great Fairy. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. I mean, I don't know. He was a match for the Hero of Time. He must be pretty strong. To go to the shrine near the North Gate, you'll find the Great Fairy in there. And there it is at the bottom of the screen. A time limit. That's moving shockingly fast. Oh. Oh, I forgot dogs don't like us when we're in this form. Wait, hang on. Oh. Wait, buddy, I was gonna use that hole. Oh. I'm sorry, is that your hole? I had no idea. That was very rude of me. This is my private property. Don't try using it when I'm not around. Why am I getting... Okay. We can always pause to talk. That's going to be the saving grace, is being able to pause to stop things. Oh, I forgot we can't save wherever. We can only save at certain things. There's actually save points now. I forgot about that. Not a huge fan of that, but we'll make do. Okay, so let's think about this. We got most of our equipment taken. We had got a horse stolen, and then presumably killed, sent away into the abyss. Who the heck knows? We got turned into a Deku Sprout. Now we're being attacked by dogs. We're being tasked with helping somebody else, even though we are in no condition to help anybody do anything. And now we can't even use the one thing that we have established that we're able to do in this form, which is use the buds. So that's great. All in all, Link, Ocarina of Time Link, Child Era Link is absolutely put through the ringer. He is absolutely he is absolutely dragged. And left in just he just gets wrecked the whole time. His life is one of unbelievable tragedy. He might be the most tragic Link out of all of them. I'm gonna be honest. We'll see. But so far, I mean, just this whole situation that we're in right now alone, like clearly things are not well for him. He's just punished. He is endlessly punished. I do like the opener too. I do really like the opening, hinting, talking about, like, not forgetting about Hyrule, right? But talking about Hyrule and mentioning Link but just calling him like a boy from the woods who faced a great evil and saved the land of Hyrule, but then left one day. It's like we're not even, we're literally a legend. It's like, you know, the games are called The Legend of Zelda, but Hyrule retails the legend of Link, the boy from the woods who came one day and saved them from a great evil. So what's supposed to have happened from one game to the other, in between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, is Link, at the end of Ocarina of Time, he goes up to Zelda at the end there, and tells her, warns her of Ganondorf, and together they're able to convince the king of Ganondorf's wrongdoing. And they seal Ganondorf away immediately. And then Link leaves on a quest that they don't say it explicitly, but you could hear Navi's chime. He's trying to find his friend Navi. It even states at the beginning that the one person who traveled and fought together with Link, it was there by his side through everything he had gone through. After his journey through time ended, he just wants to go find his friend. He wants to go find the one person who knows that it happened, you know? And I think what's especially cruddy is that what does he get upon leaving Hyrule? Who knows how long he's been traveling outside of Hyrule? There's like a fan game that I'm kind of thinking about playing. I don't know. There's a fan game that is supposed to fill in the gap between, I think it takes place I think it fills in the gap between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I wouldn't say it's necessary, but it looks cool. I think it would be cool to play. Maybe just as like a one-off, like one huge video, sitting down and playing it. I'll think about that. But yeah, so he gets all his stuff stolen. He gets beaten up. He gets transformed into what appears to be an absolutely like tortured soul of presumably whatever that tree back in the woods used to be is what we are now. And then who is sticking with him now, regardless of what he wants? Another fairy, except this one's mean and loud and abrasive and rude, and is part of the reason why he's in this situation to begin with. So, which is it's, you know, it's a real bummer. I do like though that please, dog, why is the dog harassing me? Hey, apprentice, don't just stand up there looking at the sky all day. Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot to add that. Oh, also, this is what the moon looks like now. They put this in a children's game to loom over you day in, day out. No matter what you do. That thing is staring down at you. No matter where you go, no matter where you run. This poster's an eyesore. What a sorry collection of cowards. Recruiting soldiers. Protect peace and uphold justice with us. Corpse recruiter Bison. Wow, Carpenter Man said all cops are bastards. Funny things are happening in town, aren't they? Funny. You're telling me, like the rumors about the swamp to the south? Did you hear about the kidnapping? Oh my, kidnapping? You know, I don't know how you make a game like this. I don't know how you make a game where every single aspect of it is running on a clock, and you have to make sure that things you need to do to lead into other things can all happen within each other, right? Like everything that happens in this game has to be able to work within itself. It's kind of crazy. Yep, but then the kid woke up. Get it? Kidnapping. Ooh, I got 1,000,000 of them. Okay, all right. Well, that's great, you two. Ooh, we are experiencing some lag, which I take it. Oh yeah. Not to mention, you have to NPCs are on cycles now. They do certain things at certain times. Okay, well, not Ingo is is just as rude as ever. Now, why would you print that on a balloon? That's my question. What's this? Green clothes, white fairy. So, could you by chance be a forest fairy? Oh my, I think this is the first time. The introduction to Tingle in the series. I'm not sure on that. He hasn't been in a game in a while, I don't think, but I don't know. My name is Tingle. I think I'm the same as you, sir, a forest fairy. Alas, though I am already age 35, no fairy has come to me yet. Well, you know, maybe if you wait a little longer, it'll happen for you eventually. Sometimes you just gotta be patient. My father tells me to grow up and act my age, but why? I tell you, Tingle is the very reincarnation of a fairy. Now, while I stand here waiting for a fairy of my own, I sell maps to help out my father. Well, hey, I mean, okay, well, I don't really know why your dad's, you know, you're allowed to have a hobby and you're still working. You're still taking care of your responsibilities, so I don't see why you can't dress up as a fairy in your spare time. You hear that? You hear that, kids? Follow your dreams. Now, while I stand here waiting for a fairy, oh. Lucky. You're so lucky to have a fairy. I know. We should be friends. Yes. In exchange, I will sell you a map for cheap as a sign of my friendship. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? Yeah, I'll buy Clock Town. That sounds useful. Never had to pay for a map before. You know, that's like a normal way to get a map. You don't normally have to scour tombs for chests that have them sitting in them. Well, call again. If we can have they have a lot of voice acting, like voice cues for characters too now, which is interesting. Don't steal them. So yeah, you know, considering that, like, from what I understand, this was a rushed development, right? It seems like things that might lack polish in some cases, they threw in like more polish in others. I think overall, like, a lot of the animations we've seen so far, a lot of the little like sound bites and stuff like that for characters as they talk now. The fact that all of the major NPCs are working on like a timed cycle now. Deku Scrub Playground, down this hole. Okay. How about it? Will the young one play? One game is 10 rupees. I have like stuff to do. You know what I mean? Here, one moment. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on this because we're gonna have an opportunity, like a prime opportunity, to screw around with some side stuff in a bit. But what we want to do now is we really want to go find the Great Fairy. Oh, look, there's another heart piece that we're definitely not making it to. Did Tattletale... I do like... Did Tattletale. That's pretty good. I do love that her name is Tattle. Like, Navi was our navigator, right? Oh, is just a cave over here? Did I not... Did I not freaking see this? Oh, this is where we're supposed to go. I see, I knew I was in the right direction of the Great Fairy. Oh no, the Great Fairy. Oh, I like how Tattle hides from us. Oh, also you can see fairies are depicted... Well, some fairies are depicted a little differently now. Young one, please hear my plea. I have been broken and shattered to pieces by the masked Skull Kid. Tattle, I thought you said that he was no match to... that Skull Kid was no match for a Great Fairy. Please find the one stray lost... Oh, the one stray fairy lost in town and bring her to this fairy fountain. Yes, ma'am. Oh man, I just want to sit and gawk at everything, but again, we are on a time limit. Okay, so what that does is this introduces a quest that we are going to be doing for a that we're going to be doing like from time to time again throughout this game. He who hold the sacred sword, leave proof of our encounter. Oh, I don't have a sacred sword. So that's a save point actually, that those owl statues. There's gonna be a lot of them throughout the game. I can't do anything about that right now. But yeah, so occasionally throughout the game in order to access Great Fairies now, it's not just about finding and unlocking their fountains. Now we have to take all of them have been broken up into tiny little individual fairies that we have to collect and combine at their fairy fountain in order to get whatever we want from them. And that means finding the fairies in dungeons. Now there's only 4 dungeons in this game. Well, 5, I suppose, technically speaking. There are other areas that are dungeon-esque, like just, you know, like involved areas that involve a lot of action and puzzle solving and things like that. But as far as like traditional dungeons go, there are 4, and all of them have fairies to collect in order to combine together to make a Great Fairy. That is the new sort of Skulltula finding of this game. Although I would say, because they're Great Fairies, I would say it's a little more worth it in this one. Skull Kid has gone too far. We just can't let this happen. Quick, we have to find the stray fairy in town and return to the Great Fairy to normal. Whoa, look at the time. You don't even have 3 days left. Thank you for reminding me, Tattle. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we just need to... I believe it's over here. Yeah. Oh. There's a frog. Neat. Oh, I guess we could have maybe found the little fairy first. Huh. I just love how many things there are. There's a business, please ring the bell, no solicitors. Oh. Hey. Okay, I guess he doesn't want to talk. Oh yeah, we can't deal with water unless it's very shallow. What are you doing? Are you gonna take the ferry to the shrine to the Tattle? Tattle, oh, Tattle, you gotta chill out. I got this. Just need to head over to the north now. Oh, I love the music dips out and then the bell starts gonging to really let you know, hey man, sun's getting real low there, pal. Night of the first day, 60 hours remain. This game, I mean, this game's really about time. It utilizes time to the same degree as Ocarina of Time. That's for sure. Tattle, and you, young one of the altered shape. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I thought that masked child was helping me, and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you magic power, as a sign of my gratitude. Please accept it. I think we're getting magic a lot sooner than we did in... It's not much magic power, but I think we are getting it sooner than we did before. Like other Great Fairy's hair was a different color too. You've been granted magic power. In your current form, press B to shoot bubble blasts. Well, I mean, actually, yeah, no, considering that we're getting magic before we even get, like, another item of any sort, that's pretty big. The man who lives in the observatory outside of the town may know of Skull Kid's whereabouts, but be careful. You must not underestimate that child's powers, kind young one. If ever you are returned to your normal shape, come see me and I shall give you more help. Oh, okay. Alright. So now we can shoot, which is fun and neat. Hello, fellow child. What do you want, shrimp? We're getting bullied by kids now, too? I mean, we're technically a kid, but we're... I mean, really, at this point, and I think what really exemplifies this is when Link gets up after being knocked off of Epona, when he gets up, the look on his face, he's not furious or upset or anything. He looks tired. He looks fed up, and he gives Skull Kid this look of, like, seriously, dude? Oh, I wanted to mention, too, it seemed like Skull Kid recognized him, because he looks at Link, he's like, oh, man, I hope this guy has good stuff on him, and then he's like, oh, this guy. Oh, he makes some comment, but like, oh, this guy. Well, whatever, should be fine. I think he recognizes us, but then he stole from us anyways. So much for being friends, I guess. If you can't pop that balloon, don't mess with Jim. You mean like that? Are you the one who just popped that up there? Not bad for a Deku scrub. We bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside town. Oh. Wow, they really do place things in a way that everybody has been telling us where to go so far. So that I do appreciate that. You need a code to get in. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. But don't think you're getting in that easily. I can't just tell you what the code is. You have to pass my test first. That wasn't the test. Alright, what's the test? Alright, line up, guys. If you can find all 5 of us by tomorrow morning, I'll teach you the code. Crud, isn't it like halfway through the night already or something? Okay. Oh, I don't have any mail. Stop. I'm not doing anything suspicious, really. Oh, okay, I didn't think you were. Got him, jeez. Okay, so we just have to touch him. 4 left. Oh, are you the freaking new Mido? Wait a moment, Deku Scrub. Have you some errand to run in the mountains? It's dangerous to go at night. I can't allow a child like you to go out alone. Until you are old enough to carry a weapon, you cannot pass through without being accompanied by an adult. Oh. You know, I like how I'm not being discriminated against for being a Deku Scrub. That's kind of nice. Not that I thought people would discriminate against me necessarily, just... I'm glad I'm not. Okay, so we need to listen for the scurrying of children. Oh, there's one. And again, I'm not consulting the guide for anything other than letting me know what things can be done at what times. So. Oi. Were you the kid that was up there? No, there's a different kid up there. Oh, I see. Tattle. Priorities, Tattle. Priorities. What do you got? Oh, why do I have to play these stupid brats little games? Come on, hurry up and find them already. Only 6:34 left until morning. 6 minutes? Is that what that means? Jeepers. I will say, obviously, Tattle already has way more personality and way more unique voice lines than Navi did. Okay, I think that's fair to say. I love Navi. She's classic. She's wonderful and she's useful. I will say Tattle's so far the things Tattle has said has not come across particularly useful per se. More just like character focused or character specific dialogue of I hate you. I hate everything. Where's my brother? I gotta make sure that if I'm gonna sit down in one spot to like take a sip of something, that I pause, because I will lose time. Don't bother us. Oh, okay. Gosh, maybe I am being discriminated against. Only one left. I feel like I always forget where this last guy is. Oh, maybe he's in this last spot. There's one area I haven't been to yet. After starting this. Hello? Oh, the little la 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 he said. That's adorable. I said I was too loud when I practiced in my room. Well, it is in the middle of the night, dude. They got mad. Now I'm sad. I'll just stay here all night and away from their pad. Jeez. You're a child, so you must go to bed. I don't must do anything. don't seem to be here. There's only one left, though. I'm gonna assume the lag is just a normal for this game. Unless there's another kid. There would be 3 kids in one area, right? Oh, I had to reach my little hands up to pull myself up. I feel like I'm gonna fail. No, there were two kids here already. Okay, it has to be back in the play area. There has to be one more. Oh, wait. Oh, I never got this guy? Oh, I can't fail like this. No, come on. I didn't know he was... I thought I already got him. There is 2 in this area. I can't... He got caught on the guard. That's messed up. That's not right. That little punk. You saw him get caught on the guard? Oh, the music. Oh, it's a little different. Oh, is it because it's day 2 now? Oh, also the screen closing in like that when the time's getting, when it's becoming the next day? Don't like that. Uncomfortable. I can't believe it. He was running so fast. How was I supposed to get him? It was literally the guy in the opening area. I caught him immediately that time. Okay, him getting caught on the guard, that's some BS. We all know it. We all know that's some BS, okay? Oh, it's raining. Huh. Well, okay, so they're only in the side areas then. There's 2 per every area they are. There's only 2 of them. So that's good to know at least. Wow, okay, so there's weather changes here too. Okay, so there's weather changes here too. That's interesting. Oh, I'm destroying them now. I was gonna say I'll cut to when I get them all, but I'm kind of wrecking shop right now. Oh, wait a minute. So I got 2 in the first area. There was 1 here. 200 rupees. We'll get an item that holds a lot of rupees. Oh. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so you lose all your money and a lot of other items when the next day, when a cycle resets. You'll see what I mean by when a cycle resets. I think if you donate rupees here though, I'm pretty sure it carries over. Some things in some situations carry over, like this. I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna actually deposit rupees right now, and if we deposit 200 rupees, then Link, is it? Got it. I won't forget your deposits. Let me stamp you with my special ink. Hey, relax, it doesn't leave any marks. It's not gonna hurt. There, now I'll know you when I see you. Alright, little guy, now I've got you a total of 54 rupees from you. Come back and deposit some after you save up a bunch. Yes, sir. Alright, you know what? Let me nab these last two kids. I'll be back. There we go. Ah, no way, you finally got me. I can't believe that last kid that was wandering around by the tree. I can't believe that. I totally thought that was the one I got. You're pretty good for a Deku scrub. Okay, so I'm definitely being discriminated against. I take it back. If only you were human. Then I could give you the original Bomber's notebook and make you a member. Dude. Okay, these are kids. You know, you're not born this way, you're taught it. Gotta let it go. What do you guys think? No way, no scrubs. Okay. Is that the slur for being a Deku scrub? Is you call me a scrub? I guess not. Once we let some kid who wasn't human join our gang, and boy, did we ever regret it. Sorry. Learned. Want to see? But I'll teach you the code, just like I promised. I can only tell you once, though, so pay close attention. Oh gosh, what? Okay, well I have this recorded, I guess. I'm writing it down. To East Clocktown. Wait, hold on. What the heck was that? I heard something weird. Oh, I think the mailman was just running and putting some mail in. I mean, it's a very lively town. I'll give it that. Oh, so wait, what reasons do the guards have for not letting us leave during the day? Oh, same reason. When you're old enough to carry a weapon. I can shoot magic bubbles? I don't think they really hurt anybody, but I could do it. Secret hideout before you forget. It's in East Clocktown, which is here. Where's the secret hideout? Oh, it's a freaking face. That's funny. Honey and Darling shop, a gaming center, change daily. Oh yeah, because the guards won't let us, they won't let kids out alone. So they have a secret way to get through. Secret out in East Hawktown. So why aren't we going there? Don't tell me you forgot the code. Look at the time, you don't even have 2 days left. Tattle? Oh. Oh, he's wearing a different bandana. Pass through here, you have to say the secret code. Wow, between, like, the time limit, the storm... Here's the thing, can you see why I was maybe, like, stressed? Because everything is placed on a time limit. Even the things you're doing within the 3-day time limit are timed. That's right. Well, if you know the code, then you remember, right? Okay, here you go. I mean, or I just, you know, forced one of the other kids to tell me. There's a lot of cool stuff the Telescope guys plays. Oh, yeah, and, the Bomber Secret Society of Justice Forever. Bomber Secret Society of Justice. We got freaking little kid in the Illuminati. Oh. industrial freaking wall clocks. I like how the clock gears and stuff like that are running throughout the entire place. It's crazy. I wonder how the astronomer knows the Skull Kid. Thank you, Tattle. Yeah, Tattle has had like a unique dialogue after every single thing we've done. It's kind of crazy. What? You don't even know about the Skulltula? It's protected by a hard shell, but its stomach is soft. Yo! It spun? No way! The Skulltula's got hands now. What the heck? Did you freaking see that? They have a... Oh, I don't like that. I just turned the corner and saw the face and it freaked me out. Oh, I gotta remember, I don't have... Oh, there's a little puddle here. It's a nice touch. I don't have health anymore. I really need to be careful. I'm not endgame Ocarina of Time anymore. Dang, they really love doing transitions like that, right? Where you just walk through to a new place. Yo, hey baby. I'm a styling scarecrow wandering in search of pleasant music. Time will pass in the blink of an eye if you dance with me. If you like, baby, we can forget the time and dance until night. Shall we dance? No, thank you. Oh, sorry, that's too bad. In that case, come back anytime if you decide you want to dance. By the way, I know of a mysterious song that allows you to manipulate the flow of time. Do you want to learn it? Yeah. Oh yeah, now listen up. If you play that strange song backwards, you can slow the flow of time. And if you play each note twice in a row, you can move a half day forward through time. How's that? Pretty interesting, isn't it? But I'm sure I'd like the song written by you better, baby. If you like, you can play me one. Oh, you can play one for me. Okay, well, I'll come back when I have my instrument. Also, the thing that Skull Kid, okay, I actually think it's really interesting. Oh, I can't stop moving. Oh, I need to pause in order to talk. Because time's not gonna stop to wait for me to ramble. But I think it's really interesting that the antagonist right now is Skull Kid, and the thing specifically that he takes is the ocarina. And whose ocarina is that? It's Saria's. The one that we used to play, we used to play with Skull Kid. Saria, who if I remember correctly, Skull Kid knew, because Skull Kid would play the song with, or we played Saria's song to Skull Kid. And that's how we became friends originally. But Skull Kid just seems gone, which is, I mean, he's like the one familiar face we have, and he just seems, it's really discouraging to have him not care who we are, or just not recognize us, and then steal from us. What does he steal? Like the memento that like our best friend gave us. It's just really sad. Like, while we're trying to, and he does all this while we're trying to look for our other friend. Brutal. It's really, really depressing. But, well, a strange-looking child has joined me today. Are you a new friend of the Bombers gang? Your manners seem much better than those of your mischievous friend from the other day. Yes, I think the assumption, or the implication when the Bomber kids were saying, "Oh yeah, last time we let somebody who wasn't human join us, he freaking wrecked our stuff. He made a bad name for us." I think the assumption there is that it was Skull Kid. They let Skull Kid in, and then Skull Kid freaking started playing tricks, because that's what he likes to do. That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my moon's tear. There was no stopping him. Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Will you gaze into my telescope? Well, yeah. Hey, you little bastard. I like how this is potentially the first time you could notice the moon. Hey, screw you, man. Oh, it freaking fits perfectly. Well, did you find that troublemaker? And that noise, what was that? Perhaps another moon's tear has fallen nearby. Go through that door and take a look outside. But I wonder how that troublemaker got on top of the clock tower. The only way up there is through the clock door, and that only opens on the eve of the carnival. Oh yeah, you're gonna notice that everything is oddly enough, a bunch of things are happening in 3 days. What a coincidence. One of the things happening is the whole town is preparing. You saw the carpenters moving around and setting stuff up. That's because the whole thing, there's a carnival of time happening in 3 days. Oddly enough, 3 days. The mask salesman needs to leave in 3 days. Something else is gonna happen in 3 days. Oh, we have to hop up. It's actually our first time out into Termina Field, which is the new field, and you can already see that, like, it is literally just a bunch of different biomes duct taped together in, like, a pizza slice. It's kind of wild. You got the moon's tear. Its sparkling beauty radiates rather strangely. Well, sir, I mean, I know he took one of yours, but you can have this one if you want. What could that troublemaker be doing atop the clock tower? Let's just hope he's not plotting another one of his no-good tricks. Oh. Well, we've learned how to get up there to him. Oh, and then I think the idea is that you would talk to the scarecrow in order to pass time quickly. But we don't actually need to do that. Oh, and the sculpture doesn't respawn. Because there's some other things we can go do in the meantime. Alright, so we know where Skull Kid is. Let's go ask around the clock tower. Maybe we'll learn something. You don't even have 2 days left. Tattle? If you talk to me about the time one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Thank goodness for the spin. I kinda like being a little Deku Scrub. Also, we have a moon's tear. I don't think we can do anything with that right away, but I mean, it's a thing, and we have it. So one moment. I'm gonna see what all we can do. There's 2 things we can do while we wait for the eve of the 3rd day. I had to cut right there. A more substantial break than I thought it would be. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna not get mauled by a dog. I know how tempting it can seem, you know, but don't do it. We are going to... There are 2 things we can do, neither of which will net us any, like, items or anything like that, but that's okay. I mean, my gosh, the amount of things the game throws at you at the beginning here. You can see, I'm sure you can see why I got overwhelmed. The amount of different characters we're meeting, the amount of different goals that are being set. A lot of people telling us, like, hey, come back when you're not a chump. Like, oh gosh. But I'm a chump eternally. So there are two things we can do as we wait for the eve of the third day. We can't just skip time with a scarecrow if you want to, but we can also get some money. And since we have a current limit, or a current goal of 200 rupees in the bank to try to work towards, if you do well enough, there's this game and there's a treasure chest game as well. The guide said you probably won't get the heart pieces for these games as a Deku scrub. Here, let me check that specifically. Oh, also, we can actually, in the N64 version, which would be this version, you can get out and explore Termina Field. I can't imagine there being many things to do, except getting rupees by spinning through bushes and going down holes and stuff like that. But it says, for some odd reason, there aren't any chests or enemies in Termina Field at this point. So you would just be playing around and stuff like that. But also, we wouldn't really want to leave town because by the eve of the third day, we're gonna want to be in town to make sure we have enough time to do the last things we need to do when we confront Skullkid. So yeah, things we can do. There's a treasure chest shop and this Deku Scrub playground. So we're gonna do this first. Let's see. It says you can try earning some money by playing mini games around town. In your current form, you probably won't get any pieces of heart from them just yet, but you can still get rupees. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So we're gonna try this out. 1 game, 2 rupees. I'll play. Deku Flower, have fun. Thanks, man. I like how the Deku, the Deku salesmans look now. I like the little hats and stuff like that. I feel like they've redesigned them a little bit. If the time it takes you to get all the rupees is faster than the current record, you get an extravagant prize. Interesting. Okay. But if you fall down below just once, it's over. Jeez. I'm gonna fall. Okay. You can compete as many. You don't have any if you have the rupees. Okay. I didn't land on a single platform. I'm gonna say that felt a little impossible. I might just not be used to this whole thing we have here at the moment. I can't believe I did that poorly. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm not exactly used to any of this yet. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go get... Oh, that was embarrassing. I'm gonna go get some of my money. And then we're gonna play some more of these games. I'll be back. You know, at this time of day, there's a 4 rupee service charge on withdrawals. Oh my gosh, this feels like actual banking. What the crud? You really, yeah, I mean, at this time of day. That's crazy. What the heck? Oh, I think one thing we can do, if I remember, I've already sold out my wares and the carnival hasn't even begun. I'm thinking of closing up shop so I can buy a gift for my wife and return to her in my village. Oh. Well, that sounds like a really nice thing, man. I've heard that a stone called Moon's Tear shines brighter than any in the land. If you've got one, I'd really like to get it from you. My wife would love it. If you give it to me, I'll give you my spot here. Deku flower included. Oh. Oh, interesting. We can actually go into a menu in this conversation. Here you go, man. Oh, that stone. You must hand it over to me. Exchange will give you my spot. Deku flower included, yes? Yeah, man. The land title deed. Hilarious. Okay. You really helped me out. Now I have a perfect souvenir for my wife. She hasn't set eyes on a jewel this strange. On a jewel or strange sparkling stone like this in a very long time. Oh, since you two got like hitched or whatever? Since you proposed? The title deed for this spot should be in high demand among Deku scrubs, but you already know that. If you don't need it anymore, you can always sell it. Bye, brother. I don't know, Link's not really a Deku scrub. I don't know if I can call the guy brother. Was that messed up? Is Lincoln like Deku face right now? How does this? I don't know. Oh no, gosh, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but crud. Deku face, what a thing. So many different shops. Stock pot in. Milk bar. Proof of membership. Well, I definitely don't have that. It's like posters and stuff. Workers. Man, Clocktown has a really like fleshed out vibe to it. Oh, the treasure chest shop. That's here, right? Oh, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Oh, it's almost 6 a.m. Well, in that case, I'll go try this minigame again. I thought I'd have some more rubies like this. Oh, I'll wait for the transition into the new day too. I don't know how this would affect me being in the minigame. Oh, I like how it doesn't say 3. It just says final. But hey, I mean, as far as we know right now, it's just the final day we have to get the mask salesman mask back. Hey, is that thing bigger, do you think? Ah, I'm sure it's nothing. Remember, you're a Deku, so why don't you try using the Deku flower? You don't even have a single day left. No, I only have a single day left. Please, thank you. Okay, let's try this again. Even though today is actually the eve of the carnival, no one has come in. That's quite rare. Rare. Now's your chance, young one. Will you play? Yeah, I'll play. Okay. I need to at least make my money back. Oh, criminy. That was really close. Oh. Everything's shaking a little bit. Oh man. Oh, I was so close. I was actually super close. Huh, okay, the music's getting a little weird, and there's a lot of shaking and crumbling around us, but it's fine. We'll just, keep playing fun games. Okay. Yikes, that was... You barely make that one. Jeez. Oh, I didn't... I grabbed the coin, the rupee coin. Rupee. But wasn't enough. It's fine, we got all the time in the world to just casually collect rupees. Don't have to worry about it, don't have to think about it. That was a very close call, jeez. Oh, I suck. I suck. Crud, crud, God. Okay, really, seriously, come on. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Okay, we're gonna try the other game. I am ever so slightly discouraged. The mean Deku scrub men have taken me for all I'm worth. So we're gonna go try East. Oh, it's actually, I think we might be just about out of time. Yeah, sounds like it's maybe time to go confront Skull Kid. Things are getting... I'm gonna kill this dog. Night of the final day, 12 hours remain. Hey Deku Kid, you waiting for us to finish the bridge from the festival tower to the clock tower entrance up there? Sorry, my apprentices panicked and ran away. This is all we get for a festival tower. It's not quite tall enough, is it? Sheesh. Even if we went to the top of the festival tower, we wouldn't be able to get to the clock tower entrance. I apologize for all this. Wish I could scare that moon away. Oh, his apprentices all ran away. It seems like maybe, seems like we might be out of time here, actually. Hey, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna run over and deposit our stuff really quick, maybe. Oh, you're still here. Hi. What's this? You need something on a day like this? You haven't evacuated yet? Amazing, little guy. Well, why haven't you evacuated? Nothing, really. No, I want a deposit. Hey, thanks for handling my, my stuff. A lot. Alright, little guy, now you've got 47 rupees from you. Come back and deposit after you save up a bunch. Yeah, if I say... Nothing really. Is that so? Okay. Hey, wait, wasn't one of the kids still here? Kid, why are you still here? It seems like if the adults are turning tail and running, like... Now the reason you need the moon tier, you have to do all of those things, because you need the moon tier. First off, first heart piece of the game. Sick, great, amazing. But then also, you needed to get up here. The door to the clock tower opens only once a year at midnight on the eve of the carnival. We have 4 hours. Hey, Tattle, do you think that's enough time to go try the chess game? Hey, Tattle, do you think the chess game's even open right now? I mean, we could check. We have time. We have 4 hours. Sorry, 3 hours. We have 3 hours. I don't like that the kids are still here. Oh, we just turned in all of our money. Oh no. Oh, the clock's in here too. Wow. It's kind of amazing. The clocks, you can hear the clocks ticking every single part of the town to let you know that time's ticking down. Well, I guess there's nothing to do but sort of bide our time until the door opens in 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, if you couldn't tell, at the pace we've been moving at, if you compare it to the beginning of Ocarina of Time really, like, eases you into a lot of stuff. This game is like, you either need to turn on, or get the heck out. Or you either need to be on 100% at all times, or you need to, like, freaking play a different game. But I do like how everybody we've talked to has not mentioned something very interesting, which is the giant suffering moon that's hanging over their heads. But since no one's mentioned it, it must not be a problem, right? If you've also noticed, we are now being shown how much time we have. Don't stop now. Look, you can get up there now. I'm going, Tattle. The music changes. We get an active timer. Oh, okay. I was forgetting what her brother's name was, but her name's Tattle and his name is Tail. That's pretty freaking awesome. We've been looking for you two. Hey, Skull Kid, what if you gave that mask you're wearing back now? Hey, come on, are you listening? Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the 4 who are there. Bring them here. Oh. Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. Skull Kid, do you think you're a friend after that? Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. As if it having the same eyes as Skull Kid's mask wasn't enough. Yeah, Skull Kid is trying to drop the moon on everybody. So, this really threw me off the first time I played. I think I actually failed this the very first time, and since, I don't know if you've noticed, you can't save. You cannot save until you're an adult, not until you're adult, until you get your regular body back, because you need to be able to strike the owl statues with your sword. So that means you are, if you fail this and you game over, you start back at the beginning of the game, which is what happened to me, which left a very bad taste in my mouth. I really suck at video games. I'm not actually good. I know it looks like I'm amazing with how many times I failed that Deku scrub thing. But I'm actually terrible. But yes, I guess we don't. It's not Saria's Ocarina. Oh, you know what? We're gonna figure out why we still have the Ocarina of Time. Princess Zelda gave you this precious instrument. Suddenly, memories of Princess Zelda come rushing back to you. The first time Princess Zelda's even being mentioned since we started this game. You are already leaving this land of Hyrule, aren't you? Even though it was only a short time, I feel like I've known you forever. I think this might be the only time Zelda's theme is used in this whole game too, because she's not in it. I like this line. It hurts, but it works in two ways. It works because this Zelda in front of us right here is not the one that we experienced everything with. In the future, when she was pretending to be Sheik, and when we stopped Ganondorf together. It's not that one. This is her when she only just met us and sent us on a journey to get the spiritual stones. And so her saying, I feel like I've known you forever, it hurts because it's like, Link probably can treat her with a familiarity that she can't necessarily feel in return, but the fact that she still feels like there's something missing here, like there's time missing here, because she says you're already leaving, because they just met. But that also works in another way. Zelda games are all about this cycle that repeats time and time again. There's always a Link, there's always a Zelda, there's always a Ganondorf, right? There's always Triforce, there's always Hyrule. Even when there's not, those elements are still present throughout. It's about the cycle that keeps repeating, about these three people that repeat throughout time. They exist time and time again. They're always in conflict with one another. So her saying, I feel like I've known you forever, even though our time was short. It also speaks to that greater narrative, like the greater narrative of everything, of the whole timeline, of this whole endless cycle that's doomed to repeat time and time again. That no matter what happens, Link and Zelda will always meet. And they'll always have that kind of connection together, no matter what. Man, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, right? But lines like, there's little details in lines like this that I think these are what tell the story of the Legend of Zelda, you know? I'll never forget the days we spent together in Hyrule. And I believe in my heart that a day will come when I shall meet you again. Oh gosh, there it is again. Again, there's a double meaning to that one too. 'Cause yeah, we will meet again, even if it's not in this life. Until that day comes, please, take this. Right, she gives it to us before we leave. I am praying that your journey will be a safe one. If something should happen to you, remember this song. This reminds me of us. You remembered the Song of Time. Dang, if Link forgot the Song of Time, either that or his brain's a little scrambled from taking that. I mean, he did take a fall. He was dragged on the back of a horse. He did fall down a pit. I don't blame him if his head's a little jostled. This melody, lingering on the edges of your mind, is a song of memories of Princess Zelda. I like how this looks too. The goddess of time is protecting you. If you play the Song of Time, she will aid you. Snap out of it. What are you doing lost in memories? Get yourself together. Getting that old ocarina back isn't gonna help us. You know, everybody's religious when the world's about to end. We need more time. I don't believe there's literally anything you can do. Huh? But this... We gotta pull out anything we can. This is a last-ditch effort. We've never appealed to the gods before, like ourselves, right? We've been influenced by them, we've been given power by them, but we've never reached out actively to, like, ourselves. But, the world's about to end. And here's the thing, right? In reality, if Termina does exist in the same world as Hyrule, if Termina gets hit by the moon, all these places are on the same planet, right? Which is what I believe. I understand the mirror. I feel like the mirrored nature of everything is one, because of like I said, reused assets, development, stuff like that, which is the less fun answer. But two, I think it works from a narrative perspective. Termina is supposed to mirror many things from Ocarina of Time, and we'll see that. But if Termina gets hit by the moon, the whole planet's destroyed, okay? Like, asteroids can leave craters, right? But something the size of the moon hitting Earth, or hitting a planet, that's a global disaster. Everybody's dead. So it's bad for everybody. Every single person we know from back in Hyrule is dead if we don't figure something out. We gotta think about that. Not to mention all the people we've met here. We're already like really great people. When did you get that instrument? Oh, I love that the ocarina changes too. It's so great. And the freaking Deku Scrub instrument is my favorite because listen to this. Save and return to the dawn of the first day. Yeah, get me out of here. If any gods are listening, we need a redo.